let me give y'all the definition of. First of all, let me say this: I created the fluid community because it needed to exist. Um, First of all, to provide clarity between um, the differences between the fluid community and the gay and LGBTQIA plus community. Um, it needed to provide clarity between the differences, um, which I'll get into. I created the fluid community to educate the world, the market, about um, about the differences and about the misconceptions, misunderstandings, and assumptions, um, which are, matter of fact, I'm gonna just describe these as I, well, no, I'm not. Yeah, um, to educate the world, to empower people like myself, by providing that clarity and educating the world and letting folks know really what it is, because folks have not known what it is forever. Um, and to uh, 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 yeah, I think that's pretty much good right there. And I haven't even spoken about this in a while, so bear with me, folks, um, and bear with my stomach. All right, so the definition of the fluid community is a person who carries themselves in the traditional role of their born gender. Now, okay, yeah. Matter of fact, let me start over. I'm gonna just go through that definition. I'm gonna get to everything after that. A person who carries themselves in the traditional role of their born gender, who may or may not be private about having same gender or varying gender intimate partners, and who are not bound to a particular gender preference, regardless of the length of a sustained attraction to a particular preference. So, that means somebody can be um, bisexual or homosexual or whatever the case may be. Somebody can be homosexual their entire life and still be fluid. Like, fluid is not a sexual preference. Homosexuality, bisexuality, like different things like that, those are sexual preferences. Being fluid is an identity. Being gay is an identity. So a person can be, and the differences like between the identities is just it boils down to a difference in beliefs, behaviors, um, just ways that you move throughout the world, basically. Gay people tend to be more live out loud, like um, uh, 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 I hate the term flamboyant, but just feminine, like characteristics and like mannerisms and stuff like that. Like fluid, I like just be chilling. I just like I don't prefer to like that's just not me. Like I don't like that's just not me. You feel me? I don't have anything against gay people. Like I support the gay and LGBT community, but it's just important to provide this like clarity to the world, because for the longest time nobody like has like there's hasn't been a distinct line, and it has been uh not beneficial for like me and people like me. So I'm the one to step up and provide the clarity, uh and to have these conversations with the world and with people to let folks know the difference. And the reason I'm doing this, the only reason I'm doing this is because I have my company address me getting ready to launch, and the fluid community is the target audience, the probably the people, not the only people that it will help, but it's the people who it will, the community or the audience or the target group that is probably going to help the most, simply because I mean it was created off of my own experiences, missing connections and stuff like that. And I'm sharing my story again for marketing purposes to reach out to that small core group of people that address me would would benefit or help, so that they can start paying attention to me and learning about address me, so that when it launches they can download it, learn about it, learn how to use it, how it helps them, and tell other people about how amazing it is, and we can start growing from there. So, in order for me to again reach that core small group of people, then I need to put it out there. I need to put me out there. I need to put the fluid community out there, and um, yeah. And if I was gonna do that, then like I said, I needed some clarity around who I am, what I stand for, and what it is that I'm doing. Um, so yeah. But that's the difference, folks. You could be homosexual, you could be bisexual, and you could be gay and feminine and like flamboyant, or you could be bisexual, you could be homosexual and be chill, um, private, or um, or you could be open about it. Like at this point, I'm open about it, uh, but um, yeah, I'm open about it, but at the same time, like I don't know, I'm just me, bro. I'm just me. But another reason for the fluid community existence is to um, educate the world, educate the market, educate society that just because a person carries themselves the way I do, like, and not obviously feminine or obviously gay or what, like, and oh yeah, that's another thing. Getting rid of terms like discreet gay, and I used to say getting rid of terms like DL, but DL like is still kind of like it's tricky. First of all, I'm not discreet gay. I'm not gay. I'm fluid. Um, and I'm not DL, because that's another thing that the world gets confused. You see somebody that's masculine or somebody that like don't look like they like deal with dudes in that way or whatever the case may be. And just because you see that person and you don't know their personal business, which is like it could be a complete stranger to you, and it's none of your business. That's their private life. But people, the narrative was that just because people didn't like, if I see you and that's your life or whatever, and I don't know, then automatically that mean you DL, or automatically that mean that you hiding something because I don't know. Like, and what? That's dumb. Um, if you don't know, it's because it's none of your business. It don't mean that I'm hiding anything. It don't mean that I'm ashamed of anything or ashamed of who I am or none of that. It just means that that's not something that me and you need to be discussing. Um, and a lot of people, like the world and the market and just society in general, has made like has that misunderstanding and that misconception, like that needs to be cleared up. And another that's another reason why I founded the fluid community or whatever the case may be. um yeah, so it don't necessarily, it don't mean that somebody's hiding. But getting back to the term BL, now like if you married, like like if you a guy, you married to a woman, or if you a woman and you married to a guy, because It ain't. This is not like an exclusive thing. Women can be DL too. Folks just try to keep it and make it a thing about men or whatever the case may be. No, it's a lot of women out here who are married to men who don't let their husbands know that they deal with females in that way as well. Um, so like if you somebody that is like literally living a double life. Now if you like if you single, you just dating, like dating around, or you young, you not married or whatever the case may be, even if it's like yeah, anyway. If you're not married or whatever the case may be and you exploring and living your life or whatever the case may be, okay, that's fluid. Like you just private about, like you don't owe nobody um details about like your personal sex life or none of that. But if you are in a committed like marriage or something like that and you're not sharing that with your intimate partner, that's that's DL, and like you're DL, and I don't know, like folks keep trying to make DL cool, and I don't necessarily agree. I don't think it's cool. I think it's some bum shit for real, to be honest. Like if you married to somebody, just be honest with them beforehand or whatever the case may be. Um, yeah, that's some bum shit in my opinion. Like, and you putting your partner at risk, and that's not cool. Um, yeah. So DL can like still kind of a thing like with that group of folks, but again, it's a difference, and the world needs to know. So again, that's the fluid community, like providing clarity or whatever the case may be between the differences between, yeah, the fluid community and being fluid and private, between being gay and out and open, or being DL and doing that weird shit. Um, what else? Uh, 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 and to like honestly, to disempower and take the power from folks who like to make fun of uh, uh, folks like me, who think it's funny, who think it's a joke or something to be laughed at. Like it gives, I guess it gives them fuel and ammunition to compare or to call like like to use that term gay in referring to me, because gay people are more like or are feminine or flamboyant or whatever the case may be. Um, and I'm not, but that gives people fuel to like come at folks like me, like it's a joke or like something funny, like because again they find that like the femininity in the gay community and the LGBT community to be like funny or whatever the case may be. So, like I said, me creating a fluid community and providing this clarity kind of takes the gas out of that, and the takes the power back from um, folks who like to try to make fun of that or whatever the case may be. Especially if you just like open and honest about it. Like, what can you say? Like, if I'm telling you and I'm coming, like I'm being straightforward or whatever the case may be. Um, like if you just honest and upfront about it, then folks can't use it against you. Like it strips them of their power. Like, okay, yes, I'm telling you that's the case. Like, what's up? Like, you get what I'm saying? Um, and then I don't know. Like, to be honest, I feel like I'm the best person for the job to create the fluid community and to talk about it and to share about the differences and to educate society and things like that. and to be the representative, like provide the representation for the community. Um, because at the end of the day, if anybody moving forward were to um, come out or like as fluid or whatever the case may be, and somebody were to try to make fun of it or try to turn it into a joke, okay, well, if you in company with one of the most wealthy, successful entrepreneurs and leaders in the world, like haven't got there yet, folks, but I'm almost to that point. But if you're in the company with one of the most wealthy, successful entrepreneurs and leaders in this world, then try your best to make a joke out of it. Try your best to make a joke out of it. So yeah, that's why I feel like I'm the best person to represent the community. And um, what else? I was gonna say something else. One more thing that was important too. Um, yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. So yeah, of course you always gonna have like uh, weird ass people that just have like they point of view that they just can't see beyond, um, and they're gonna try to make jokes or like just try to push their narrative and push their agenda or whatever the case may be, and they don't have any uh, point of reference mentally to consider the lives and experiences of other groups of people outside of themselves. So of course you're gonna have people like that that's still gonna try to force narratives and force jokes and force all of this weird internal shit that they harbor inside of themselves that they that they don't want to do the work um, that's required to grow beyond that state of arrested development. Um, so yeah, of course you're gonna have folks like that always, but at the end of the day, yeah, I'm the face of the fluid community. I'm the founder, the creator, whatever the case may be. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. And the fluid community is not some exclusive ass group, folks. Like, you don't need permission to identify as fluid. Like, I think some folks don't, I don't know. Like, yeah, I just want to put that out there. Like, you don't need permission to identify as fluid. If you're somebody who identifies with the definition um, of being fluid, then yeah, it's no prerequisite or no test that you have to take or whatever the case may be in order to like call yourself or consider yourself as a fluid person or fluid individual. All right, man, this video got long enough. I'm gonna wrap this up, man. Y'all be safe today. Stay out the way. Take everything one step at a time, one day at a time. Focus on finding yourself and finding your purpose. I love you, King V, H&R.